Um,
Oh,
I wanted to maybe expand on creating realities. I don't know if
do
you
it.
should do that.
Expand. Open wide. Come inside. It's play school. It's Temple of Dreams.
Yeah. Oh, love me a bit of Temple of Dreams action. Um, so creating realities, because this is what kind of sparked the whole idea of karma, is oh gosh, I don't even know how to really even enter this conversation without sort of describing my own personal experience with it lately, Says. So I've been wanting to create the reality of what I want from that place of the neutral where there's no backlash, but it simply is. And I find that my biggest problem that I encountered with that was my feeling of what is karma if I create it the way I want? If I really go in there and do something, it's
And
like
there is
to
no,
really get into.
but that's the point.
I know. I know. So that was my big challenge. So to actually drop into that neutral space to be able
You've
to
got to really decide. I do know the situation to which you are referring, and this comes back to creating. You got to know what you want. So, do you want to make them pay, or do you want to get rid of it? This is where the ego has the tug of war. So, my advice to you is to ride out whatever is in the way of you being not attached to the outcome. Right? And then you just feel the feelings of completion. And on completion, fairness. Whatever that looks like, we don't know yet. You don't know yet.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Just be feeling that, Matt.
Mm. Because initially when I was trying to create it, it really came from a place of attachment to what I thought I wanted.
Totally.
And these days, I find that whenever I go into it to try and affect it, it's like, I just want justice. Just justice, no matter how that turns out, justice. And I want to let it go. I need it to be gone now.
And it can be gone now. So co-creating realities. The thing is, it's like everybody in their sovereign self can create a reality, right? And we've already said that to be truly sovereign and liberated, one must be in integrity.
Yes.
Therefore, if the person next to you is like that, and the person opposite you is like that, and the person next to you on the other side is like that, whatever the reality is we are creating together will rock.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yes. Integrity is the key.
Well, because it's you all the way back to source, essence, that's doing the creating. So they've got, one must trust that they have an experience for themselves that is authentic and that they're connecting with that. We don't need to be governed. We don't need to be told. Only AI fucking reptoid tards need that shit. Right?
Yeah.
So
Yes.
co-creating, there's been several times that we've gone in together, you in Melbourne, me up here in the Big BB bar, and we've met in a certain space and had a little bit of fun co-creating. So there are many ways to co-create.
Mm-hmm.
Right? If you're trying to fuck up CERN, for instance, then maybe you can connect with other beings who are creating the same thing. Just saying. You don't have to know them. You just have to, all it will be is their energy will magnetise with your energy and that will double the effort.
Oh, isn't that magic?
And they'll be doing it their way
I
and you'll
love
be doing
that.
it your way. Their piece of the puzzle, your pice of the puzzle. Respect them on.
So cool.
Absolutely.
Really, really
absolutely. Cool. So yeah.
So creating a reality. I like the fact that you said a really key point is that as long as you are in integrity.
Exactly.
And all the parties are in integrity, the reality.
But then it can only be your creation. It's not a dictate from the matrix. It's a dictate that can go all the way back to source. Yeah. So how can that be wrong?
Yeah.
Anyway.
I get it. I get
they've kept us divided and conquered for some time, but they haven't realised that we don't need the internet. All we need is to activate our innernet. I've been connecting with consciousness warriors across the globe. I can see what they're doing. France is sorted.
Oh, good.
It's no
You know, I was
broke.
I felt in like just soon after the ride today when I just randomly thought of France and see what was going on, how that initial kind of horror of, oh my God, France, and yet everyone was pulling it apart. It's like the charge on it of wanting to start World War III, it's really starting to dissipate now. It's like they're failing at their attempt to start the war.
Well, I think what's happened is they've desensitised us. Their own weapons turning against them.
Oh, that's an interesting point.
The JFK thing was a shock to the American people. And not just the American people, around the world. It was like a real killer of hope. You know, and that did mobilise things. Right? 9/11, the Technicolor dream, before it started getting picked apart, people were freaked. But now there's been the Boston bomb, so many things picked apart. And of course we have our crisis girl actor.
I was just thinking of her, yes.
She's become more famous than a Kardashian. She'd never piss on anyone. She's had to die a few times and resurrect. I could do that. Right? Wag the dog.
Oh,
anyway.
Man.
Yeah, sorry, I forgot what I was talking about again.
No, we're talking about how everything is being picked apart, that their own weapon is turning against them.
Totally. Yeah. And so now it's like people looking for the false flags. And they're finding them, and it's getting up there on that internet. No matter how much they try and take it down, it's still out there. So you just keep pumping exposure. Awakening with discernment, please, people. Awaken, but with discernment.
Yeah.
I mean, really fucking listen to yourself, what it's saying when it hears this shit. Do you need your chakras? Breath test. Is this a psyop? Breath test. Is this a false flag? Well, as we breath test, we say this is a false flag, yes or no, right? So keep it coming and don't energise it. Don't energise it. You don't have to convert anyone. You don't have to tell anyone. You don't have to get on the internet spraying false shit. You just say no.
Just don't
your quotient of energy doesn't go to fuel it. Now, if each person affects 10,000 other people, then that's affected 10,000 people around me to maybe also have a choice. So get proactive. Actually start walking your fucking talk in your little corner of the globe. You'll be surprised how things change.
You really are the master of your own reality.
Oh, fuck yeah.
You really, really fucking are.
So boring. It's boring because I can't pay anyone to do it for me. I can't tell anyone to do it for me. I can't.
It's just all
the
self.
stops here. I know.
I know. Oh, I know. Yeah.
Frankly, I wouldn't have it any other way, but I do see the attraction in being able to sit back and, do me.
Yeah. Yeah, totally. There are moments where I just want someone to do it for me.
Yeah, but of course that's when you're so exhausted and when they've taken the fucking fight out of you. So if you're actually empowered or sitting in your own fucking centre, blah, 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 that's going to be a rare occurrence.
Yes, I get you. Yeah.
Never mind.
Love it.